welcome to your Hot and Happy Handbook. Today we're going to be talking about psychological tricks that you can use to enter your happy girl era. Do you want to be hot? Do you want to love your body? Do you want to love yourself? Here's the thing. Your dream life is not some image that you see and pin all over Pinterest, okay? Your dream life is a feeling. First and foremost, before we get into this episode, I want you to pinpoint what your best self looks like and what the happiest version of you looks like. Is she out lounging and feeling relaxed, not burnt out all the time? Is she feeling secure because she's not worried about money and having to pay her bills? Does she feel confident because she feels beautiful? Whatever you are after, whatever you are insecure about, I want you to just be radically honest with yourself, because in order for all of this, all of these tips and tricks to work, you need to know yourself to grow yourself. Because I am telling you right now, if you don't work on your happiness, on your healing, on your self-improvement glow-up journey, all of this will be for nothing. It will not stick. What I am trying to say is you could be a 10 out of 10, the skinniest, prettiest, glowing Victoria's Secret angel goddess, but if your energy is off, if you are unhappy with yourself, if you don't heal those insecurities first, you won't even realize it. Because I am telling you right now, you are so much prettier than you actually think. And it's a shame because in 30 years, you're gonna go look at photos of yourself right now with different set of eyes and be like, oh, wow, I look so good. And only I realized what I had when. When you're happy, you just shine brighter. Think of the most mesmerizing, magnetic women that you know and love, whether that be in real life or celebrities. They have this je ne sais quoi about them. They radiate just something special. They have that spark, and that makes them 10 times prettier. Men are more drawn to them because men are drawn to happy women. When you glow, when you are happy, when you are laughing, when you are frolicking, people will turn their heads and look at you and think, wow, I want her energy. I want to be her friend. I want to date her. I want her confidence. I want to be her. And is that not kind of what you're after? Hey girl, welcome back to the Get Up and Glow podcast. I am your podcast host, Madison Haynes, your glow up self-improvement fairy godmother. And girl, you already know the drill, okay? Over here, we're besties. I'm not gonna waste your time with a big long intro. If you want more from me, you wanna be your best self, your hottest, happiest self, subscribe. And maybe give me a comment because it genuinely helps my small channel grow. Much love. Your perspective is everything. If what you want stems from negativity, I hate to break it to you, girl, but you are never going to get what you want. Why? You're miserable. You hate on yourself. You think you're not good enough. You think you're ugly. You think you're fat. You think you're stupid. You think everyone else thinks you're ugly, fat, and stupid. And because of that, you find yourself judging everyone else. Oh, this person thinks she's so good, or oh, blah, blah, blah. And you judge and you gossip. And where does that lead you? It leads you to just feeling worse about yourself. And then you stress out and you want to improve yourself and glow up and you do all these healthy habits and then you fall off because you get burnt out and you're in the same miserable place where you started. You feel like you have no friends, you're anxious, you don't know how to meet new friends, you don't want to do activities because you're too scared to, etc., etc. If this sounds like you, girl, you genuinely are not alone. And I know that sounds really intense. Like what I said is a hard pill to swallow, but I believe that a lot of us do these things without bad intentions. We do it unconsciously. For instance, you might be unhappy with something in your life, and I know this is hard to hear because I have been there too. But because of this, you project your own feelings onto other people or situations, and you probably don't even realize you're doing it. And whilst you do that, you continue to tell yourself this story in your head about you can't do it, and you're not good enough, and everyone hates you. But that cycle doesn't serve you. And if you truly want to change and be happy, I think getting to the root cause of that and just being aware that sometimes you do that, and that's not a bad thing, okay? It's in our human nature. As humans, it's easier for you to discredit someone else's opinion or decisions that they're making in life to make yourself feel better. So many humans do it. But if you can be different, and if you can realize and catch yourself when you're doing that, and also know and understand that a lot of other people do that too, you are going to be 10 times happier. People are not thinking about you as much as you think. People are not judging you as much as you think. People do not notice you as much as you think. You are the one choosing to tell yourself this story. You can just decide right now, you know what? I actually love myself. I love my eyes. I love my hair. You could choose, you know what, I might not be book smart, but I am really, really street smart. And tell yourself you are smart, because you are. Everyone is smart in different areas of life. Here are psychological tricks to make yourself happier. Now, that being said, I want to preface this and make this very clear. If you are someone who struggles with depression, anxiety, any type of mental health concern, I feel you are not alone. Girl, I am one of you. Now, that being said, I'm not saying I am the angel that if you follow these tips and tricks, you will completely cure your mental health. Girl, like that, no, like you can't cure that. You struggle with that, and that sucks. And I want to take a moment right now to say if you're one of those people, I feel for you. And for you, I hope these tips can help just make your life a little bit easier to manage on a day-to-day. And being radically honest, like there's nothing else I can say other than you are not alone. I care about you. You are loved. And I'm not going to try and sell you something or tell you something that invalidates your life experience. Okay. Psychology tricks to enter into your happy girl era and radiate magnetic, happy it girl energy. These are going to be hard to swallow, okay? Take it with a grain of salt. But number one, girl, stop playing the victim. Take responsibility, accountability for your life and for your actions. Staying in a victim mindset, like, oh, poor me, I'm so bad, I can't do anything right, that is not serving you. That traps you into a negative thought loop. You can exercise what people call cognitive behavioral therapy, or CBT. What is this? It essentially is changing your interpretation of what's going on, what's happening in your life, and shifting your emotions. This is what I was talking about earlier, where you can't control what happens to you. You can't control your first thought most of the time, okay? But you can control your afterthought. So something bad happens to you and you could be, in the victim mindset. Why does this always happen to me? Why does my life suck? Why whatever, XYZ. Or you can choose to say, you know what? Thinking like that, freaking out is not serving me. Being the victim is not serving me. It feels good a little bit, but I'm just going to spiral and spiral and spiral and lead me to more unhappiness. Or I can do something that is going to be positive, that's going to make me feel better. Such as saying, okay, this thing happened to me and it sucks and it's negative. I'm going to validate that for a hot second. But then go and follow it up with something positive. Like, okay, but what is this going to teach me? Like, what am I going to learn from this situation? And not only that, like, what can you control right now? For instance, let's say you fail a test or you get fired from your job. It sucks, okay? Give it a hot second. I personally like to say, give yourself, depending on the situation, an hour, a day, a week to wallow. Because wallowing sometimes is okay and it's needed to process those negative emotions. I'm not going to sit here and say every single time you have to instantly be like, I'm cured, I'm so positive. It's a long process. Wallow for a little bit and enough. That's a healthy way to process what's just happened to you. You're doing that in a way that is serving you. So you're not going and binge eating or drinking a ton or falling completely off the wagon. You're going and taking some time to be alone, to maybe go to the spa or go and watch your favorite movies. Just take time for self-care, not self-pity. Be careful of the story you're telling yourself and don't fall into the victim mindset. Keep reminding yourself, even if your thoughts and your feelings aren't connected at this point, that I'm going to learn something from this. Like in a year from now, in a month from now, this might not matter to me. Just keep telling yourself that that is a part of your story, a part of your journey, a part of what makes you you, and you will be stronger from it. That situation, that what happened to you does not define your worth as a person. Everyone experiences traumas, failures, etc. They just don't air them for the world to see. Remember, taking responsibility doesn't equal blame. It's not saying, well, I deserve this and blah, 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 blah. It just means reclaiming your power. Number 2, girl, if you want to be happy, you need to let go of this cool girl persona. Many girls want to fit in, be the popular girl, be likable. But here's the thing, if in order to do that, you feel like you need to suppress your authenticity, that is going to lead to anxiety and internal conflict within yourself. Because psychologically, you're telling yourself that you can't be cool the way you are. You are not an it girl the way you are. You need to mask yourself and change yourself in order to be accepted by other people. And that thought is not serving you. And that thought alone means you won't be an it girl, because an it girl or a cool girl or a confident girl or a happy girl knows herself, loves herself, and is not apologetic for it. She's different and she knows that her uniqueness makes her cool, makes her likable. And because she radiates that confident, happy energy, that is what attracts people to her, thus making her the it girl. Start noticing and questioning yourself and think, am I doing this? Am I wearing this to be liked or because I like it? Because true confidence stems from being unapologetically you. People can tell when you are faking it, okay? Your energy will be different and you won't achieve what you're after. And I know you might not want to hear that because you think it's easy to wear a certain outfit or act a certain way and you can be like the cool girl. But take it from the girl who was literally the prom queen in high school, okay? It won't work. Be yourself. Be true to yourself. Fix yourself. Work on healing that happiness. People will like you if you are you and you are not apologetic about it, okay? People trying to make you feel bad, dull your sparkle, brush them off. Don't care about what they have to say. Your goal should be to walk into work, to walk into school, wearing what you want, being who you are, being proud of that. And because of that, people pick up on it and they like your energy. And that is what makes you magnetic and cool. Number 3, say what you actually mean, not what you think people want to hear. My people pleasers will not like this one, but hear me out. Research shows that emotional suppression can cause stress and disconnection. If something hurts you, express it. Say it clearly, kindly, and calmly. You teach people how to treat you by what you allow in your life, what you allow yourself to be surrounded with, how you allow yourself to be talked to. And when you allow this bad behavior around you, you allow people to disrespect you, to cheat on you and stay with them, to talk constant crap and bully you to your face and you stay friends with them, to steal your work and take credit for it. You are telling your brain that you deserve it. And that is harming you and making you unhappy. If you want to be happier, you need to harness the power of standing up for yourself in a kind but firm way. Now, obviously, you know the difference between when you should filter your thoughts a little bit because you're in a professional setting, okay? That is different. But what I'm really trying to say is just because you put someone on a pedestal doesn't mean you are here and you have to take whatever scraps of time, attention they're giving you or allow them to mistreat you, okay? Every single human is not better than someone else just because they have more money, just because they have whatever. Maybe other people are wiser, maybe other people are richer, maybe other people are skinnier, prettier, better athletes, better students, whatever. But just because someone has a different attribute than you doesn't mean they're here floating in outer space, okay? We are all on the same planet, walking the earth, okay? We are all equal. Number 4, don't confuse comfort with happiness. Now, truly, this is such a key to you being a happier person. Because here's the thing, your brain, craves comfort even if the situation is toxic. Take it from me, who has stayed in many toxic situations before deciding to leave, like for way too long before deciding to leave. But once I did finally get the confidence to leave, and it was hard because when you're in the situation, it feels comfortable. And so many of us have anxiety, the what ifs, what if it doesn't go right? What if I leave and regret it? All that stuff that holds you back. You want to stay in your comfort zone, even if that person or that thing or that experience is so unhealthy for you. You stay with them, you stay with it, you do whatever you think you have to do because it feels comfortable. But I promise you, when you leave, the relief that you will get, the growth you will get, the glow up you will get after is so worth it. So I want to take a quick second. And if something popped into your mind while I said that, and you're like, oh yeah, like this is a situation for me that's like not so good. And if you like thought about that, please take this as your sign right now to do something about it. Okay, if you've been waiting for your sign, girl, this is it. This is your sign to leave the job, leave that person, leave the situation, leave that house that's not serving you, whatever it may be, that friend, whatever, this is your sign. Here's the thing, being comfortable, it's predictable. And that's why you keep going back to those same habits, those same routines, those same people. Because even though it might be toxic, you know what to expect. And knowing what to expect is better in your brain currently than leaving that situation and going and stepping out into the scary unknown. But that is why comfortable is not always good. Comfortable typically means you're holding yourself back. Think about it this way. It's comfortable to lay down, lay in bed. It's comfortable to sit on the couch. But what would happen if you just never got out of bed or never sat up and took a step off that couch ever in your life? You stayed comfy in your nice little blanket watching TV. What would happen? Your life is not one big couch for you just to stay sat and stay stuck just because you're too scared to get off of it. I promise you, taking that first step feels so difficult. But once you open that front door and you take a step out of your house, metaphorically speaking, you will find that there's an entire world waiting for you. And the confidence that comes from just knowing that you were able to take that step alone will make you so much happier and satisfied and proud of yourself. Always ask yourself, is this actually bringing me joy and serving me? Or is it just familiar? Number 5, girl, heal that inner critic inside of you, okay? She's not the real you. Negative self-talk stems from internalized shame. Usually these are outdated beliefs that stemmed or developed in your early childhood. That is the voice that says, like, you're not good enough, you're not smart enough, you can't be yourself because of whatever reason. And again, this usually stems from feeling ashamed, okay? Feeling ashamed is such a huge part of what makes us human. A lot of humans are secretly ashamed of something and they don't even realize it. They don't realize it. And their shame that they're holding on to is influencing the way they see the world and the way they feel about themselves. You have to tell yourself that that story that you keep telling yourself is an old story. That is not you. You are writing a new one now, okay? It is okay to let go of that idea. You could have been really badly bullied when you were younger. You could have been in an abusive situation when you're younger, but you are not that girl anymore, okay? You are growing and changing every day, and that is so beautiful. You can't control where you came from, but you can control how you treat yourself now, okay? You have that inner child within you. You still have her, okay? You owe it to her, that little girl, that 8-year-old version of you, to be kind to her, because when you speak bad about you, you are speaking bad about her. And to keep you accountable for this, one thing I love to do is set your phone lock screen, print out a photo, put it on your desk, on your school bag, your agenda, whatever. And every single day when things get tough, every single day when you're working hard, when you are being mean to yourself, look at that photo and remind yourself that everything you're doing now is for her, okay? How would you talk to her? Would you go and tell her that she's stupid? Would you go tell her that she's not beautiful? No. So why are you telling yourself that right now? Number 6, rest isn't lazy, it is survival. Hustling is going to lead you to burnout, okay? That's going to affect your mental health, and it's going to wreak havoc on your life. I don't know who needs to hear this, but self-worth is not equivalent to being productive 24/7. Your nervous system needs to feel joy, and if you're constantly in a state of stress and a state of fight or flight, you'll never feel happy, okay? And again, a happy girl is a hot girl, and if you want to be that girl, the best version of you, the it girl, you have to be happy, girl, okay? Take a break, go on a walk, go out and explore your area, go to the aquarium, go do whatever you want to do to make yourself feel happy, to get that joy back into your life. Trust me, do that. Watch your manifestations come in sooner. Watch your self-improvement journey just truly take off. Number 7, you need to watch the female comparison trap, okay? This is the thief. A comparison truly is the thief of all joy. Psychologically, social comparison damages your self-esteem. Why? Because it creates fake sets of standards of success. You see these girls on Instagram with their Facetune photos that are showing their highlight reels of their life. Everyone does it. You do it. I do it, girl. And because of this, you think you know them. You think that you want to live a life like them, but you don't actually see how they live. But you don't take a second to realize that, which is okay, because a lot of us do it. And that's a big reason why social media can be so harmful to our mental health if we are not super accountable and self-aware. But then you think you wish you were her. You think you're not an it girl, not a cool girl, because you don't look like her. You don't have a life like hers. I can guarantee you not even her life is 100% like that 24/7. Having designer clothes does not make you an it girl, okay? Having a beautiful, glamorous home does not make you an it girl. Driving a fancy car doesn't make you an it girl. I think I'm a cool girl, and I drive a 2009 rusted out Chevy Cobalt, which they literally don't even produce anymore. But you don't see that car, do you? No, you never see that car. What you see is my Louis Vuitton bag that I love, okay? And I'll be the first to admit it, okay? It's not a crime to want to dress up in a cute outfit with a martini, with your fancy stuff, and take photos, okay? I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna be so honest. But that being said, just because your room might be a little messy right now, or because you failed an assignment, or because you have an outdated car, or your phone has a crack in it, like, doesn't mean that you're not an it girl and you shouldn't be happy with your life because you feel like in order to be happy you need to have every single thing that everyone has. No, be happy with your life now. There's cool things that you have that you feel good about, okay? It's not a crime to embrace them and to love them and to honor and respect the things we worked hard for. But just know that every time you compare yourself to someone else, there's another woman comparing yourself to you. You are someone's weight loss goals. You are someone's relationship goals. You are someone's life goals, and you don't even know it. Because there's someone somewhere in the world praying to have everything you have, everything you are right now. You prayed to have everything you have and to be everything you are right now 5 years ago. But then you fall into a comparison trap and you forget to be happy for the things that you once prayed for that you have right now because you don't have the new things that you want and you're praying for right now. Girl, make it make sense. Another thing on the topic of comparison is success of other women. When she gets a better grade than you, or when she gets a new cool promotion, or makes more money, or buys a new fancy car, or goes on a new trip, or whatever it may be. A lot of us see someone succeeding, whether that be a friend, a stranger, whatever, and there's like 2 types of girls. One that goes, ugh, and feels bad internally, but she can't really pinpoint why. So she goes and makes fun of the other girl, or discredits her, or says whatever, judges her openly, gossips about her, because it makes her feel better, but she doesn't even realize that's what she's doing. Or 2, someone says, wow, this girl achieved this amazing thing, or is doing this amazing thing. Good for her. I'm proud of her. I'm going to send her love. But, oh wait, what is that feeling? Maybe you feel a little envious, and that's okay, because envy is a normal feeling. But it's what we choose to do with that envy and process that envy that will make or break you as a happy girl. What do I mean by this? Instead of projecting your insecurities onto someone else, use that envy as a sign of, oh wow, this means I actually want this and I would love to go on that vacation one day, or I would love to be able to work up the ladder one day. This is a sign that it's something I might want, but you know what? It's a good thing, because if she can get it, that means if I work hard, one day I can get it too. Chapter 8, choose discomfort over resentment. Start saying no more frequently. You don't have to say yes to everything, every opportunity that comes your way, even if you really don't want to go to it and you know it doesn't serve you. You can either feel the short-term discomfort of setting a boundary and saying, no, I don't want to do that. No, I don't want to take on that new thing. No, 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 no. Or the long-term pain of never setting boundaries for yourself and allowing everyone around you to constantly walk all over you. Trust me, one of the keys to happiness is learning to tolerate being disliked and understanding that you will not be liked by everyone. You won't. You don't like everyone. So how do you expect everyone to like you? And it's not a thing to be upset about when someone doesn't like you, when someone doesn't want to date you, whatever. It just move on, okay? That just means you don't match as people, and that's okay. Life is not that deep, okay? All we really have to do is to live. If you want to be happy, you need to let this whole sense of like work, hustle go. Just let yourself be in the moment. Yes, be productive, okay? Yes, have your goals. We're all about that. But take time to be carefree. Take time to emulate like how you feel on a vacation in your like weekly life, which leads us to number 9, listen to music that makes you feel good. I genuinely believe that the music we listen to dictates how we feel. There's so many reasons for this. Even like the lyrics you sing, like if you're saying negative words constantly, like I genuinely believe that that has an impact in the things you are manifesting subconsciously, because you're hearing those words all of the time. You're listening to angry and aggressive music all of the time, not just when you work out or whatever. I feel like you're doing yourself a disservice. I don't know. All I do know is when I take the time to switch to songs that are either positive, like Meghan Trainor, which is my #1 artist on Spotify, or vibey, like chill, beach, it girl types of playlists that emulate like the carefree energy, make you feel like you're a beach girl with like a cute flower in your hair and a bikini. You know that vibe? Or even like a nostalgic playlist that just makes you feel like a kid again. Listening to stuff like that makes you happier. Don't sleep on it. Number 10, choose your heart. Healing or numbing. Hold my hand and let's say this together, girls, okay? Avoiding pain doesn't mean it goes away. What that does, it stores it in your body and in your brain. Numbing your pain through substances, through ignoring it, through jumping from one guy to another guy. Take it from me. You know me, I'm gonna call myself out. Temporary relief equals long-term chaos. It is better to feel the pain, be alone with the pain with people that you love and reach out, but deal with it now, than to quickly numb it and look for a quick solution that is just going to be a band-aid on a cracked glass. Newsflash, it won't work. Healing equals short-term pain, but long-term freedom. You deserve to feel light again, okay? Healing is not pretty. Self-improvement is not pretty. But if you want to be that best version of you that you keep dreaming of, again, you can do all the other things we talk about on the podcast. You can work hard, you can glow up and do all the glow up stuff, but if you don't work on your happiness first, like all of that won't matter. Now I know that every single one of you is so unique. You have your unique insecurities, you have your unique goals, and you want to work on them. That is why I have started the Glow Up Academy. What is the Glow Up Academy? The Glow Up Academy is a separate podcast. It's an extension of the Get Up and Glow podcast that's available on Spotify, which offers 2 bonus podcast episodes with Q&A sessions, okay, where you can go and comment on the last week's episode with the things you want to work on, with your goals, with your topic recommendations. And I'll read those comments, incorporate that into an episode, and give you tailored advice. The Glow Up Academy will feature a different lesson each time with more real, honest, unfiltered advice that's going to keep you accountable on your self-improvement journey. It allows us to get more deep, to have a little bit more of like one-on-one time, to build a community of girls who are working on themselves and be able to give you like personalized, tailored advice. If you want to join the Glow Up Academy, again, you can do this on Spotify. Go to the podcast at Get Up and Glow, click on any episode that either says Unfiltered or Glow Up Academy, and follow the Spotify prompts that will lead you to subscribe. It costs only $2.99, less than a cup of Starbucks coffee, Canadian dollars, every month. And again, you get 2 bonus episodes. You get to join a community of girlies and niche girlies that are being each other's accountability partners, that are giving you tailored advice, and 2 bonus unfiltered episodes from me that are unfiltered, FaceTime energy. So if you're into that, I can't wait to chat with you. Now, if you take one thing away from this episode, let it be this. You need to accept yourself. Flaws, imperfections, all of it. Self-improvement is so much more than just greens juices, aloe workout sets, and pretty Instagram pics. Self-improvement is ugly. Self-improvement is doing that inner work. It is choosing yourself and picking yourself back up again even when you've fallen off. It's loving yourself enough to pick yourself up and keep trying and keep going and persevering even though you have failed. If you are waiting to be the perfect you, to be happy with you, you will never reach that goal. But when your goal is self-improvement and your glow up is to achieve a you that you are proud of, that you are happy with, that is when you become your best self. That is when you give it girl energy. And give yourself credit for putting in the work to be disciplined, to heal, and to glow up, because there's so many people who don't, but you do. And that is why, if anything, you should be proud of yourself today. And do not ever forget that. Thank you so much for every comment, every like, every subscribe, every review for the podcast. Genuinely, girl, you do not know how much that means to me as a small creator. We are besties. I am speaking to you through this camera, through this microphone right now. I can feel your energy, and I just gotta say, girl, you're cute. With that being said, have a great week, and I will see you next time on the next episode of the Get Up and Glow podcast.